Welcome back. 412-575-2600 on the Borders and Borders hotline. Who's your guy? Who makes the big play tomorrow in Steelers versus Patriots? We'll start on the phone lines. Waylon in Washington. Waylon, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hi, Josh. Hope it's all well with you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, you took my line. I put the graph paper down, the X and Y axis, and it's like the players. Who's going to play? And like who has better players? And it's going to be electric out there. And I think about who's going to be the hero, but actually I think the players got to play. And I think you're right on track on that. Any thoughts? Thank you.
Appreciate it. I'll stick with what I said starting up. You got to have guys that are willing to make those plays in those big moments, and we've seen guys do it over the course of these past couple years. Now, the trick is, can they do it with the game on the line? I thought Juju making that play against Oakland to set up the field goal attempt, that was as big of a play as you were going to make in that situation, because the Steelers were pretty much left for dead in that big hook and lateral. First of all, James Washington making the catch and getting it to Juju to make that play. That's a huge play, and Juju's done that a couple times. He did it last year against the Patriots. You got to have guys who can make those kinds of plays. Now, of course, I imagine a lot of people are going to have the question, is there a guy like that on defense? That's a great question. Well, I mean, we can explore that, because I thought there were guys that made plays in that game last year. They just didn't make enough plays. I thought Stephon Tuitt made a couple plays in that game last year. A couple times against the Patriots, he's made some plays. But last year, his pressure led to that Brady pick, that one Brady interception I was talking about that went to Vince Williams, and Vince Williams made the catch. Vince Williams was the one that made that play against Carolina, got an interception off Cam Newton. So there's a lot of big things you can look at and say, okay, there are some guys that can make plays from time to time. The bigger question is, who is the guy that can do it in those moments? For the Patriots, they've had different guys do it over the years. They've had different guys do it in bigger games, especially against the Steelers. Brandon Cooks made some plays last year. Rob Gronkowski made some plays. Of course, Brady did. Who's your guy? In my opinion, it's going to have to be a guy that makes a play you don't expect him to make, or maybe a play that doesn't go up as, okay, this was just a catch, or this play here, or maybe just a small thing you're not going to notice. Maybe it's a guy that springs a block. Maybe it's Roosevelt Nix. Maybe it's a special teams play. But there's got to be a guy out there that can make a huge play to change the game. Let's go to Dave in Belle Vernon. Dave, you're on the Nightly Sports Call. Dave, how are you?
Dave from Belle Vernon. I think the James White from the New England Patriots will be the key guy tomorrow.
I love James White. Thank you for that call. James White is a guy that I've talked about on these very airwaves. Got into a discussion with a couple colleagues on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown. We talked about it 2 years ago in the SEC Championship game. We debated whose backfield was better, Steelers or Patriots. I said the Patriots, because at the time, you had LeGarrette Blount, you had Dion Lewis, and you had James White. And I always said, down, the other two guys can kill you. But James White's the one guy that can both catch the ball and run the ball. When they get in the red zone and it's third down, Tom Brady's looking around and saying, who's matched up with James White? That's where I'm going. Tom Brady always looks for the weakness in the defense before he even snaps the ball. And a lot of times it's James White, and he likes to find James White. The morning of that Super Bowl when they beat Atlanta, I said James White was the guy in that game that no one was talking about. And if not for Brady, he's probably the MVP in that game. I totally agree with you. And he's a guy that the Steelers have to pay attention to, especially in the red zone. If it's third down in the red zone and they're in the shotgun and James White's lined up in the backfield, you better believe Tom Brady's going to look for that mismatch on the linebacker, and James White's probably going to get the ball. Consider yourself warned. Let's go to Johnny in North Cambria. Johnny, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Josh, how you doing? Tony, I got you there with McDonald. I'm with him, and the other tight end also, Jesse James.
Jesse James, yeah. Agreed.
I mean, work him. And the other one, we got to get the pressure to take care of a weak backfield, so I'm putting it on the defense coordinator, who's ever in charge of the blitz package.
I'd agree with that. I've been of the belief, and a lot of people say you got to get Brady up the middle. You got to get Rodgers up the middle. Most quarterbacks, if you blitz them up the middle, you're going to give them a hard time. So, yeah, I can't disagree with that. And I talked about Stephon Tuitt, that play he made on the Vince Williams interception. You know how he got the Brady? Pressure up the middle. That's how it worked. It's pretty much, I won't say it's bread and butter, but it's one of the most basic, understood, simple, just basic things. I keep saying the word basic, but it's almost like it's like breathing. That's one of those things you have to understand going in. If you can get pressure in that A-gap as quickly, as consistently as possible, you're going to give a quarterback a hard time. And I thought Joe Hayden had a really good comment talking about Brady this week. He says he doesn't make a lot of bad decisions. He doesn't make a lot of stupid throws. So he'll either take a sack or he'll throw it away before he makes a bad throw or makes a bad judgment call. And the key is, can you confuse him? Can you force him to make that throw too early? Can you force him to make it too late? Can you force him maybe to double pump an extra time and force that mistake? That's the key, and I'm curious to see who that guy could be on this defense. Marilyn and Munhall. Marilyn, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hi, Josh. Thanks for taking my call. I agree with your insights about McDonald. But my question is, the last I heard was that the game spread was 2.5 points, and I thought that was incredibly low considering Connor is tomorrow and the Steelers coming off a couple of terrible, terrible losses. What's your opinion?
Thank you for the call. I think the reason why it's 2.5 is because the Steelers are at home. If they were playing in Foxborough, it would probably be 6. And the fact that if it is indeed 2.5, let's just use 2.5 as a sample, as an example right now, for the sake of argument. A 2.5-point spread that if indeed the road team is favored, that means on a neutral site, that team's going to be favored by almost a touchdown. They usually give the home team kind of a 3-point cushion. So the fact that it's 2.5 to New England, it might look like it's crazy because it's 2.5 with New England here. If it's Foxborough, it's probably a touchdown. That's the reason why. It really is that simple when it comes to Vegas and how they come up with those kind of things. George on Twitter says, I'm going with Juju. With AB getting the attention, Juju's set to have a big game. George, I agree with you. Like I said, Juju's one of the easiest answers you could come up with. But as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, can't hurt to pick him, right? He's a guy that continues to make plays, especially in big situations. So I can't argue there. Let's go to Ed and Plum. Ed, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'll give you an offensive player and a defensive player. I think could be the guy you're talking about. And I'm going to say James Washington on offense, and on defense, L.J. Fort. And I also wanted to say happy holidays to my parents and happy birthday to my mom.
Appreciate that. Happy holidays to his parents. Happy birthday to Ed's mom. I like the pick for James Washington on offense. That's a different one. George just talked about it. AB is going to get some attention. Maybe Juju does. The tight end's going to have some shots. Could it be James Washington maybe making a play? That's a good pick to go off of. I like the dark horse pick. L.J. Fort. I'm Team L.J., so I'm going to love the L.J. Fort pick. I'd love to see that dude step up and make some plays, especially on third downs. I think him in the sub package is a no-brainer, and hopefully having him on the field makes it a little bit easier for the defense to get some stops on those money downs like Mike Tomlin talks about. Taking a break. We'll answer some more questions when we come back. Stick around.